We're going to position ourselves into the right jungle in case anything goes on or goes down on the right side. We'll be a little bit closer to rotate to. They're throwing a lot of abilities onto this King Arthur. It looks like he's just going to be able to escape under tower though. Mage is also over in the lane. Let's see if we can get a good shield. We do get a good shield. We get a great shield. And that's going to lead us to a double. What do, Skibbity Boo, it's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Zeus in mid. If you are new to the channel, I upload 6 to 7 times a week. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn. If you are a returning viewer, the build is in the description down below, and unfortunately I forgot to record the stats for this game, so if you're someone who hangs out to the end to watch or look at the stats, I apologize. Let's go ahead and dive into Zeus's kit. So the first ability you're going to want to put a point into is Zeus's 2, and this is where Zeus throws his shield, and then his shield acts as a conductor. So if you basic attack the shield, anything standing in the radius of the shield is going to get a charge applied to it and also take the damage from a basic attack. Zeus's 1 is a line attack that chains lightning between enemies. If the 1 hits the shield for the very first time, it's going to apply a static charge to everything standing in it. And then Zeus's 3 is where he detonates the charges. You can stack up to 3 charges on an enemy. Zeus's ultimate, he summons a lightning storm, which is a giant circle AoE attack. It's going to strike enemies every couple of times for 5 seconds, applying charges. And then Zeus's passive is he does 30% more damage on basic attacks to enemies that have a charge. So if you attack somebody, it's going to apply a charge. The next basic attack is going to do 30% additional damage. Apply a second charge, then if you were to add another basic attack, it would be 60% bonus damage, and then it would apply the third charge, bringing it up to 90% bonus damage on basic attacks whenever you attack somebody who has a charge on them. So let's go ahead and kind of dive into the game and the build, and hopefully I explain Zeus's kit well enough for everyone to understand. So we are going to be going into Mage's Blessing. We want to pick up a little bit of cooldown,
nice job.
And the bonus damage on abilities is going to be pretty helpful on Zeus. After that, we're going to want to build into some pen. So right now, we're just going to go back, hit these harpies. We're going to make our way mid. We are going against a Cuchulainn, who has a much safer clear than Zeus. One of the biggest issues with Zeus is the fact that he's not very mobile. He's not very fast, and he has no escape. So he is pretty easy to lock down if you were to make a group effort. And if they were to try to lock you down, you want to make sure you get your ultimate off before you die. A dead Zeus that has used his ultimate is kind of expected, but a dead Zeus who hasn't used his ultimate, that's a travesty. So we just hit level 5. We're just going to play it super safe. Right now, since we are not that mobile, we're going to be playing kind of in our half of the field, or the court, however you want to describe it. We don't really want to move past the 50% mark because we don't have any mobility. It's just really risky to move up that far. And if I was going to ward, I would want to ward my side of the jungle. That way I know if anybody is approaching me from behind. That might allow me to step up to the 55-yard marker, maybe even up to their tower, but I'm going to want to be playing pretty passively, especially in the early game when I don't have boots. Red is up, so we're going to go ahead and go for it, even though our jungler is not near. And we are able to pick that up. We're going to go ahead and back, let Ganesh clear the mid and wave. He did miss the red buff, but hopefully by clearing the wave in mid, that will actually make up for the XP that he lost from missing out on the red buff. That looks like that was a Cuckoo ult as well. Yeah, Ganesh calls it. So we're going to be going into the lifesteal boots, and the reason we're going into the lifesteal boots is because Zeus is very squishy. If he takes damage, he's going to get pushed out of the fight. By getting a little bit of lifesteal, it's going to allow us to sustain just a little bit longer. We already got 10% cooldown, or we're about to get 10% cooldown from Mage's Blessing. So I don't think there's any need to really double up. A little bit of lifesteal I think is going to go a long way on Zeus. One thing I forgot to mention when talking about Zeus's kit is about his third ability. Whenever they have one charge on them, it's going to do 1 times damage when you detonate. Whenever they have 2 charges on them, it's going to do 1.7 times damage. And when you have 3 charges, which is the max, it's going to do 2.4 times damage. I think right now, Kukulkan. In the early game, he's able to clear the wave with one of his abilities, and then he has another ability that he could be using on us. If we use R2, we have to basic attack it for a while, and his clear time is just faster. If he wanted to push us, I think we'd be in a little bit of trouble. So we made a rotation left. Looks like we just wasted some time and missed out on some farm. Didn't get anything for it. We're going to go ahead and hit these oracles just because we're here, and so that way we can get something. But that might have cost us a minion or 2 in mid. We've got Sylvanas coming up, so now that we have Sylvanas in mid, we do feel a little bit more comfortable in how far up we can push and how aggressive we can be. Sylvanas and Zeus kind of are an old combo. Sylvanas can get into a team fight, ult everybody up, and then Zeus can ult right on top of that. We're going to make our way to the red buff, and it looks like Sylvanas is coming along, so this is one of those games where I love seeing the support in my lane. I don't feel like he's siphoning XP. I feel like he's genuinely there to help me. There is a Magi blank. There is a Magi ult. We are going to go ahead and ult her, throw down our shield, throw down the 1, and we are able to detonate to get the kill. Unfortunately, we had our back to Cuckoo. He was able to hit us with a 3 and an ultimate, which was enough to kill us. So whenever I got pressured by Magi in that situation, I just dumped my ult, threw my shield, threw a basic attack at the shield, threw the chain at the shield, and then threw another basic attack at the shield. And the hope there was to get the 3 charges onto a Wheelix so that way I could detonate. So as you throw your 2 out, you can actually throw 1 out right behind it, and by the time the shield hits the ground, the auto attack will have like caught up and apply. So if you shield, auto attack, 1 auto attack, you can apply up to 3 charges onto somebody that's standing in the shield. So Sylvanas held wave for me, very kind soul. There's a bit of a fight going on left. We want to be cautious, but we do want to try to help. So we have our shield in just a second. We got some good poke off. I don't think that's going to be a kill, so we're just going to run back mid. Luckily, we dodged the Cuckoo right there. Our team's able to clean up the Medusa. Looks like Cuckoo is rotating over. There is a Magi ult. Can we hit a basic? We can hit her ultimate on a one-shot Magi. I remember doing that. I just wanted to make sure I confirmed the kill. No need in missing a basic attack or 2 and letting their jungler get away. I can burn the ult and just get it back in a little over a minute. So we got the damage and we have enough money to get Divine Ruin. We're probably going to want to clear this wave and then back. We're going to hit these side harpies, go ahead and pick up that free farm, put up a ward, and make our way back mid. Magi is here. Ganesh gets a little bit of setup for us. Unfortunately, we were too far behind. We're going to run back, throw the shield, but then the chain lightning is going to go towards the minions. And I think that is something worth pointing out. If you throw your 2 and then your 1 and the enemy is standing in a group of minions, the lightning is going to hit the minions before the enemy.
Was it worth it though? Was it?
So we're just going to full clear this wave, then we're going to go ahead and pick up our Divine Ruin. So Divine Ruin is going to drastically affect King Arthur, Magi, probably not a Wheelix, maybe Medusa, probably not Cuckoo. But Divine Ruin is going to give us the utility of applying anti-heal whenever we damage an enemy with an ability. And it's also going to give us some flat penetration, which is going to lower the amount of protections, increasing our damage output. So right there, we were able to get 2 charges onto Cuckoo, and he popped his Aegis. Another fun little fact about Zeus is that his charges stay on the enemy longer than the amount of time it takes for the Aegis to run out. So you could do a bunch of damage, get ready to pop the charge, have them pop Aegis, and then just wait it out and then detonate, and you can get some kills that way. Let's see if we do it this game, and I'll try to point it out if it happens. So we're just going to make our way over to the red buff to get that increased damage going. We are in 11, and their Cuckoo is also 11, so we're about even. It's been kind of a gentleman's farm so far. We're just going to throw the shield out, get a basic attack, and it's like we're basic attacking all the minions when we do that. The Wheelix is about to make a jump. We miss our 1, which is a little unfortunate. We're going to want to back it up. Here comes Magi. We're going to beads just in case she's trying to ult. We're going to ult just to create some space. We get some poke onto Cuckoo, and Sylvanas is able to clean it up. Just realized Sylvanas is my friend Preston Ben. Glad I'm playing with my buddy this game. He's really helping me out in mid. So we put a ability into our shield, we put a ability into our 1, and then into our 3. And then what I like to do is to max out the 1. Max out the 1, max out the 3, and then max out the 2. I think this is just the most reliable way to do it because the 1 has the shortest cooldown, and you can get that off the most in team fights. So I see everyone's kind of rotating. I'm going to rotate as well. Throw in the shield. Sylvanas is able to get a kill. So I think that's all we're going to be able to do in the right lane. So we're going to make our way back mid, try to clean up any farm that we missed. Looks like we're going to miss a melee minion or 2. Oh, we actually didn't miss any. We got the full wave there.
Ultimate is ready. Ultimate is ready.
Right there, just checking to see how much money the Spear of Desolation costs. I do have enough, but I don't want to back while leaving farm that is available to me open on the map. And here's a Wheelix. Luckily she missed that. We're going to throw down our ult, force her off of us, fall back under tower. We're going to throw the detonate, does good damage. Neath almost got the kill, and Ganesh is able to put his name on the scoreboard. So we do have enough money, but we are kind of hanging out to clear the farm. That might be a bad idea, and we might be getting punished for it right now. There is the Cuckoo ult. So that was a little bit of a rough start. I had the Sylvanas and Ganesh around me, so I kind of assumed I was safe without realizing that I wasn't. Just hung out a little too long, but that's going to allow us to back and pick up Spear of Desolation. I know it's off to a rough start being 2, 2, and 5, but things are about to start clicking now that we have Spear of Desolation online, and then we're going to be building into Typhoon's Fang.
Ultimate is down.
ready.
So I believe Awelix is their support, which props to that guy for trying it out.
Strategic feeding, right?
We're gonna slowly make our way towards middle lane.
Enemy missing middle.
Enemy missing left.
Your middle tower.
Sylvanas is holding farm for me,
Right tower is under
but
attack.
for some reason I'm going into the jungle trying to help this Ganesh. I think I was better off just going for the farm right there. So Sylvanas is rotating right to help out. I'm going to clear mid and then I might rotate right. Sylvanas is able to get a double kill. He is working with Ganesh.
Right one, everybody.
So if right line's cleaned up, we're actually going to move into the left jungle, get our damage, and we might rotate onto this Medusa just because she's really far pushed up. I did not pick up the damage, which cost me maybe a second, so I'm going to move back mid, pick up the small harpies, pick up the wave, and then we're going to see what we can do with it. So we're just throwing out the shield, clearing the wave.
Enemy missing middle.
Enemy missing right. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower. Bye.
We're going to put a ward onto Gold Fury, move back mid. We're going to go ahead, I don't know why we're thinking about backing. Okay, we just blew Niza up. So right there we threw the shield around the corner, threw a basic attack, used the 1. And we are able to get the double thanks to the setup from Ganesh.
Enemy missing right.
Ultimate is ready. Ultimate is ready.
So right now, at this point in the game, we have a lot of flat penetration, which means we're going to do a lot of damage to the squishy characters. Anybody that has some magical defense, it's not going to be as effective against, but it is super effective against characters that don't have any magical defense.
On my way. Is ready.
Right now, we do a lot of damage. We hit pretty hard. We just got to make sure that we are getting our damage off before the enemy team collapses on us. We've got a little bit of time. We're just going to hit these side harpies.
Enemy missing left.
Be careful left.
We're going to make our way to damage. We were thinking about rotating left, but it didn't really look worth, so we're just going to hit damage.
Left lane. On my way. Ultimate
So I saw Magi over here along with the Medusa, and they're pretty far pushed up, so I am going to move in to help. And we get the double. And then we get ulted by Cuckoo. Oh no. We pop our Aegis. I think we're just going to back out, let the team handle it.
Strategic feeding, right?
So they have 2 over and right. We should be able to clean up the Medusa and the left.
An enemy has been slain.
And that should be a Gold Fury attempt.
Your right tower is under attack.
That was the mid, the carry, and the jungler all wiped. We should definitely try to go for Gold Fury here. Does not look like that is going to be the call though.
Your right tower has
So we just bought Typhoon's Fang. What is Typhoon Fang and how does that help our build? Typhoon Fang is going to give you some magical lifesteal, and it's also going to convert the percentage of magical lifesteal that you have into power. It's going to make it to where we can sustain just a little bit better. Instead of going Bancroft's Talon, we're going to go Typhoon's Fang to synergize with our boots and to synergize with a future item that we plan to pick up.
Ultimate is down.
So we see Awelix is close by. We're going to want to be playing this very carefully, not showing our back to her, so she can't launch us into the air and ult us. So right there, I ult, I miss my shield combo, but I create enough space for the enemy to back up. Gotta use my beads on Magi, and Preston is able to clean that up, or I should say Sylvanas is able to clean that up. We're gonna throw the shield around the wall, throw our 1, throw our basic attack. We get some good damage off when we detonate.
On my way.
Ganesh is pushing. We're gonna see if we can support him. We're gonna throw the shield right around the corner. And we are able to clean up the Oelix. So by chaining your 1 off of the shield, you actually have like an extended range. It's gonna go farther than what most abilities can do. So now we make the call to go for Gold Fury. It's a little late, but we should still be able to secure it. So we're stacking the 3 charges, and that is increasing our damage on the basic attacks from Zeus's passive. We're going to make our way over to the red buff, and right now we're just in a great position, 7, 2, and 7. We've got a couple items online. We almost have enough money for our next item. Just feeling pretty big as Zeus in mid. We did get picked twice, but that's going to happen with Zeus mid. Luckily, we haven't been picked since then. So while I'm over here, I see these 2 people are still pretty far up. We're going to throw our ult down, throw down our shield. We get the pick onto Medusa. Trying to get vision on this Naja so that way Neith can ult. Unfortunately, I lose track of her. So Neith just goes back to farming the wave. I'm going to make my way to mid lane, try to farm up there, and we've hit level 20.
Enemy missing middle. I'll attack right.
So Sylvanas routed a little aggressively. We're just going to go ahead and... well, I thought we were going to back. We're going to position ourselves into the right jungle in case anything goes on or goes down on the right side. We'll be a little bit closer to rotate to. They're throwing a lot of abilities onto this King Arthur. It looks like he's just going to be able to escape under tower though. Naja is also over in the lane. Let's see if we can get a good shield. We do get a good shield. We get a great shield. And that's going to lead us to a double.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
So now that we've cleared up the right side, haven't seen mid in a minute, we're going to make our way over to Pyromancer. Pretty much a free objective at this point. I don't think anyone's going to be able to contest. So now we are going to back. Now we have a pretty penny in our pocket, and now we're going to buy Soul Reaver.
This shall serve me well.
Soul Reaver is going to remove a percentage of the enemy's health each time you hit them with an ability. So instead of doing the calculation between power versus protections and health and defense, it's just you are doing a percentage of their health every time you damage them with an ability. And having that kind of guaranteed health removal is a very nice thing to have, and that is why Soul Reaver is almost always picked up.
We need wards. Group up.
I do like this 3-man stack that we've got going on in mid. I just got to keep moving with the team and hope that they can peel for me. Oh, this is going to be a good shield. And that's 1. There's a Cuckoo ult. Sylvanas is able to clean up 1. That's 2 people down. We have somebody rotating in behind us. The Oelix is playing it, trying to play it sneakily. We're going to throw our shield down. That's going to do a lot of damage. We're going to detonate for some more damage. Right now we're on cooldown. We're going to want to play it pretty safe. King Arthur was pushing us, so we fall back just a little bit. Our King Arthur is pretty weak, so he's not going to be able to help us that much if we get pushed. We're going to throw our shield down. We are doing a lot more damage than King Arthur is doing to our King Arthur. Unfortunately, we do not do enough to confirm anything, but we did push him out of tower. So we were able to get the left Phoenix. While our team was pushing up in mid, our carry, Neath, was able to clean up left Phoenix. So that is huge. Next we're just going to grab this tower. Want to start backing up here. I would definitely want to stay grouped up with Sylvanas. Looks like Magi is pushing in behind us. I'm going to take this damage and then start skedaddling. That was a good backup from Magi. We were able to chain it, get some damage off. Looks like we hit 3 people. Sylvanas can take some damage, so we're just going to kind of hang out, let him keep eating abilities. And it looks like we're going to be able to get out, so that there's no point in chasing or trying to re-engage. Ganesh is able to clean it up. So we're going to make our way over to our red buff. Or, for the Gold Fury, the enemy team has destroyed Fire Giant. And that is a little surprising. They didn't go for any objectives, and then the first objective they went for was Fire Giant. Kind of our fault for not having wards over there. But we're still in this game. We've got some minions going down left lane. Medusa has to recall and deal with them. So while she is over there, we're going to try to group up with our team in right lane and push this tower. We're actually going to be a little bit sneaky and go the back way, see if we can't cut anybody off. This is super dangerous as Zeus because I have no mobility. We're able to get a charge off onto a Wheelix from our ultimate. That was a bad ult, by the way. That is a Medusa ult. We're going to go ahead and beads this Magi, just in case they were trying to ult. Big shield coming up. Misses everybody. We pop Sanctuary because we don't know when Magi has her ultimate. Right now we are relicless, so we are kind of very vulnerable. We're going to want to hang around this corner, wait for them to push up. Get our shield off. We got some charges off on some people. We detonate and we are able to get a pick onto the Magi. We are hanging around this corner just a little bit too long. Yeah, there it is. So Wheelix is able to blink in and clean me up. I was tucking in and out of that corner, and then right there towards the end, I just left myself out for a little bit too long, trying to get basic attacks off onto that King Arthur. That Wheelix is able to see me, realize that I don't see her, and then she blinks and does her combo and is able to clean me up. So right there, I just should have been a little less concerned about King Arthur and more concerned about their damagey characters, even though I did die from their support in this instance. So now we are almost full build. We just have boots left to sell. We are going to sell our Mage's Blessing and pick up Soul Gem. Soul Gem is going to give us some cooldown, a little bit of lifesteal, and every 4th ability we hit an enemy with is going to do bonus damage equal to a percentage of our maximum power. Not entirely sure what Ganesh and Neath are trying to do. Looks like they're trying to bait in some way. So we're just going to make our way over to a little bit of farm. We really just need to group as a team and then push some objectives together. By objectives I actually mean structures. Objectives are kind of camps, structures are towers and phoenixes.
Attack the minions. Attack the minions.
So Wheelix just lost a lot of her health for going for oracles. Neath did ult, so Neath's ult is down. And we are going to be able to get the Primal Fury Primal Fury is going to enhance a wave of minions and is also going to allow us to do more damage to objectives such as Pyromancer or Fire Giant.
Ultimate is down.
So we are grouped 3-man and left. We should be able to take this Phoenix, especially with Sylvanas. Easy peasy.
Your team has destroyed a left enemy Phoenix.
Here comes the combo. We're going to Beads Sanctuary. We're going to throw our ult down. It creates a little bit of space for us. Now we're going to want to start rerouting back to our team. We throw the charge onto Magi, and we are able to detonate for the kill.
Stick around.
Not so fast.
A lot of fight going on around our King Arthur. We're going to throw our shield in, get some charges off onto their King Arthur. We have 3. We're going to detonate, and we are able to get the pick. That is 3 people down. We should be able to push this and win here. Smart thing would be to get the middle Phoenix, which looks like that is going to be what we do. So we threw our shield and then our charge right there, and then the minion wave spawned, and the charge went straight for the minions, or the arc lightning went straight for the minions. So our team's pretty weak. It makes sense to back it up. We could go for Pyromancer and then ward up Fire Giant. Just a possibility. Doesn't mean we're going to do the smart play.
Guard my back.
We're going to set up 2 wards on fire.
Ultimate is ready.
Be right back. I should keep well stocked.
I guess I didn't really talk about my relics this game. I went Beads because whether a Wheelix or Magi was their jungler, Beads was going to be my best way of trying to deal with them. And then I bought Sanctuary because of abilities like Cuckoo and Medusa.
I am on.
Sprint, I think, would also be a good option on Zeus, just to allow him to really disengage from a situation.
On my way. Attack. Fire.
We're going to make our way over to fire. Ganesh is stalling.
Ultimate is ready.
Let's see if they commit to anything, start using some abilities before we go and dive and reveal ourselves. So there's an engagement. Sylvanas is going around the back way. We're going to see if we can link up with Sylvanas. Oh no. So we got the Aegis just for that.
Was it?
Stepping away for a moment.
Unfortunately, we did not get Cuckoo there.
Retreat.
So we just lost 2 people on our team. We are pretty far pushed up. We're going to reroute, see if we can help this King Arthur. But we are in a bad situation.
Strategic feeding, right?
We get the Chain Lightning off onto King Arthur. Neith might be able to get the middle Phoenix, but we are in trouble.
Stepping away for a moment.
Yeah. Instead of trying to help out the King Arthur, we should have just peeled off into the left jungle and backed. A little bit of a misplay. Looks like they're going to be able to get Fire Giant for it.
Group up. We need walls. That is too bad.
Neith did make a Valorant attempt at getting the mid Phoenix. She almost got it. Go Neith, ult somebody at Fire Giant. What will that do?
Target locked. Where do you think you're going?
Oh, she might have a steal. Did she just defend it? She did.
Hello there.
Nice job.
An enemy has
Good stuff. That was entertaining to watch.
Stepping away for a moment.
So we just need to group with our team. That's truly what it is. We have 2 people down. We need to get the left Phoenix, get the mid Phoenix, and then possibly look for the Titan. We really just need one Phoenix down, but I kind of feel better whenever we get 2 down. Going to pick up our damage. Our team got the Pyromancer kill.
Great one, everybody. Stepping away for a moment.
If Sylvanas would come tank Gold Fury, we could do it.
Cancel that.
So King Arthur's all the way over in right. We have no vision of anyone else right now.
Stepping away for
Their biggest potential for steal is Kukulkan. Or Cuckoo. And that is a Ani Fury kill. So that is going to give us a increased minion wave in each lane. Hopefully that will allow us to push together as a team. Get the shield off, great damage, and that's just going to kill him outright. Didn't even need to detonate the charge. Here's the Wheelix. We're going to ult just to try to get some burst damage off. Our team was able to protect me and clean that up. So now I have 2 people down. We have a Sylvanas who's going to be healing us. I think this is where we're going to be able to push and win. King Arthur goes straight for me, and somehow that Kukulkan ult does, or the Kukulkan ult did not kill me, did not reach me at least. We got the Wiggles going with Sylvanas to help. Unfortunately, we miss our 1. We're going to detonate. Does not get the kill. Sylvanas is being a savior. So right there, our shield was a little short, so we don't connect with anyone. Right here, I think we are going to have to back. We just don't have the team, the mana, or the health.
stepping away for a moment.
And the enemy team surrenders, which is unfortunate because I feel like we could have finished that game out. Well, if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, please subscribe to the channel. Hope you have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.